Hi, before I get started with video clips of teaching in my classroom, I just wanted to go over some quick information about myself. My name is Julie Marsh. I am a teacher here at James Weldon Johnson. This is my 15th year of teaching. All of my years of service for Duval County have been here at James Weldon Johnson, and I will have to say I am so fortunate to be at such a wonderful school. One thing that people don't understand with working at a college prep dedicated magnet is that not all students are straight A students. We have a lottery process. We can have students of all different ability levels. We have some of the most brilliant, gifted students that Duval County has, but we also have our struggling learners, our level 1s and 2s, our students who have special education plans, whose needs are just as important as any other student. And so we are an extremely diverse school. We have students of all different ethnicities. We have students from all over Duval County. I believe every zip code of Duval is present and represented here at our school. So there is a wonderful, diverse population here. Again, all different learning styles, all different types of students. It makes for an extremely rich culture, and I love that. It is a wonderful place for me as a teacher to work. I love my job. I love these students. I've stuck it out for 15 years, so it's been a wonderful opportunity for me to grow and develop my passion for education. The majority of my career has been teaching world history. I have also taught U.S. history and a few other elective classes here and there. This is my second year teaching the 6th grade transition course. At my school, it's coded as critical thinking on their schedule. And we do a lot of critical thinking activities. Many students are like, this is like gifted pullout from elementary. And I'm like, fantastic. So we definitely have a curriculum that we're following through the district, but there's a lot of opportunities for me to incorporate social studies, reading, math, and homework time. So this class is a really cool opportunity, and I get to do a lot of the fun things that core teachers would like to do in class, but they don't have the time having to stick to their curriculum and pacing guide so much. So there's a lot more freedom and flexibility with this class. So I hope you enjoy watching my video clip and seeing critical thinking in action. Thank you. Something that's really important for me is to have a very good classroom environment. And what allows for a good classroom environment is having clear rules and expectations. I made this poster. These are school-wide expectations here at James Weldon Johnson. This is not a Miss Marsh rule. This is the absolute standard of behavior here at school. So I keep that posted so students can see. Then I have my classroom rules and procedures posted at the front of the room. I oftentimes will stop and refer, have students look. We review the rules and procedures often just to make sure everything is clear. I oftentimes stop during my lessons and ask for expectations. What volume level would we have at this activity? Are you being on task? Certain things like that. This is my hallway bulletin board. I'm displaying student work. We had a project where they could create a comic strip, an informational poster, or a short story using their organization vocabulary terms, and then showing why it's important and giving tips on organization. So this morning during planning, I have been working on creating new seating charts for the second 9 weeks. There is a lot of wonderful things that come with a well-planned seating chart. What I've done is looked at where the kids were sitting the first 9 weeks. I've looked at specific learning needs and styles, thinking about my 504s and IEP students who need to be closer to me in proximity, either from my desk or from the front of the classroom. So there's a lot of things to take into account when creating a seating chart. I think I have mapped this one out pretty well. We'll see how it goes over with the kids. We start class off with 15 minutes of silent reading time. At our school, we really encourage students to reach the reading goal that is 3,750 pages each year. So at the beginning of class, we offer 15 minutes of silent reading time so students can work towards that reading goal for their language arts class. Students really enjoy this reading time. So I'm happy that we're able to offer that. After the reading time, I call the students to get their binders. The binder stays in the classroom, but this time they're allowed to quietly talk at their tables. They get up, they get to walk, come get their binder, go back, have a seat. So it's a little stretch break, brain break. Then we do a warm up. I have a mini lesson and then their work period. It is very important for me to have rituals and routines and make sure that the classroom is consistent. Your class average was a 93, so excellent. Well done. You can give yourself a round of applause. That's it. Come on. So you're definitely the highest average on B days, so that's great. We can work towards getting close to our A day counterparts, but you guys are doing great. This is a wonderful class average to have. Of all my students, I have 164 students this year, really to help me be better at my job in teaching this class. Okay, so 2 things that you are enjoying about this critical thinking elective class. 4 things that you have learned, 4 things you have taken away from this class, and then 1 thing that we could do better, that we could change and improve the class. All right, please be honest. Your answers are not going to make me like you or dislike you. I need feedback. Okay, so I really appreciate you participating in this activity. You will turn it in. But don't worry, again, it's not going to impact your grade in any type of negative way. I need honest feedback. Okay? Hannah.
Can 4 be the max?
You can write more than 4, but ideally just my funny little rhyme, 2 for 1. That's what I was thinking. Mila.
Do we have to have one for the last one?
Sure. I'm always open for suggestions. Okay? All right.
Great.
So now we are moving on to our mini lesson. So new quarter, fresh start. I know some of you have beautiful, pristine backpacks, but I also know that there's some of you who have crumbled papers, possibly some dirty Ziploc bags from sandwiches and potato chips. So we're gonna take 6 minutes. 6 minutes to open up our backpacks. The big trash can is by the door. Put trash in the trash can. If you need folders, I have folders I can give you for papers. We do not just shove papers in our backpack, especially moving on to the second 9 weeks. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Are we up running around the room?
No, ma'am.
No. You have 1 task, and that is to be organizing and cleaning your backpack. The only movement would be from your desk to the trash can. We good?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let's go. Let's clean these backpacks.
Why do you have so much? Because I'm weird.
Yeah, we can do a few kids at a time for the locker.
I'm basically carrying like this got stuck inside my zipper.
What happened?
It got stuck in my zipper.
Oh no!
So this happened.
Do you need to staple it? The stapler's on my desk. Ooh, Michaela's getting that backpack nice and clean. Yep. I may have a pencil box. Hold on, let me see. Okay, so for the work
homework period today. We are going to be wrapping up that SOAR Learning Lesson 1, How Are You Smart? So, a few weeks ago, we took that survey and we found out our smarts, our strongest smarts. You have this note sheet already in your binder because we've already completed that activity. Last class, we have our guided note sheets that you used to help you when you went through the SOAR lesson, when those progress checks and you wrote down the answers. You are allowed to use both documents that you have in your binder to help you on your quiz. If you make below a 70 on the assessment, I would like for you to retake the quiz. I will reset it for you. If you get a 70, you are still allowed to retake it if you would like to, but 70 is satisfactory, that is proficient, but you are always allowed to improve. So if you make a 70 and you want to retake it, we can do that. If you make a 70 and you're fine with it, that's fine. But hopefully, by using both of our note sheets, we're going to be getting 90s and 100s. Okay? Yes?
Do we fill that document out on the PowerPoint thing?
So instead of so when you get into SOAR Learning, and remember you have to type in the web address, it is not in Blended Learning. We got to type in www.soarlearning.com. Last class, we started going through the slides. When you get to a progress check in the slides, that's when you stop and it's going to correlate with one of these guided notes, okay? And they go in order. It goes absolutely in order as you flip through the presentation, okay? All right.
I created a guided note sheet for the students to use while doing SOAR lessons to help them. Holds them accountable for going through the slides and actually practicing and learning the curriculum.
Oh, it's Twilight. It's Twilight. It has to be Twilight. I don't know. I don't watch that.